What's going on, Buff Army? Do body types actually exist? When I say body types, I'm referring to endomorphs, mesomorphs, and ectomorphs. These are classifications that were used back in the day to try and describe every single individual into one of three body types. An endomorph is someone who puts on weight easily, a mesomorph builds muscle quickly, and an ectomorph is very thin. Today, many people still use those labels to try and describe their body type. For example, a fat dude will usually call themselves an endomorph. One time, I thought I was an endomorph. Yeah. Turns out I was getting fat just eating a lot of Twinkies. It was delicious. Yeah, I know, hey. But are three general body types accurate enough to describe every single human being? The answer is no, definitely not. Simply put, there are way too many variables to easily classify as one body type. Every single individual is unique. You shouldn't automatically assume you're one body type. And here's the big point I want to make. Your body type can change. In other words, everyone can optimize their bodies and use their genetics to their advantage. Just because a dude is fat doesn't automatically mean he's an endomorph. Sure, you might have properties of one type, so you might be thin and think you're an ectomorph, but you could change that over time. Your body type, as you continue to train, will dramatically change. By reducing your body fat and building some muscle, you could go from an endomorph who was pudgy into a mesomorph who easily builds muscle. Your body's not static, it's a variable. Like everything else, customization is key. Your age, height, weight, current training history, prior training history, currently what you're eating in the past, genetics, there are a lot of your hormones, there are a lot of variables that go into determine how you currently look. At various points of my life, I guess you could have classified me as an ectomorph, an endomorph, and now perhaps more slightly as an endomesomorph. These mean absolutely nothing. We want the same aesthetic ideal, to be exceptionally lean and to have a sizable amount of muscle. And all of us with proper training and listening to our body can achieve that look. So don't get bummed out and feel like you didn't win the genetic lottery and you're an endomorph, you can't eat carbohydrates, you gain fat looking at a donut, blah blah blah. Let's do something about it. Remember, the two easiest ways to improve your composition and improve your hormones would be to gain more muscle and to lean out. That's it, simply put, let's not complicate it. So yes, body types could be a good general classification to figure out, oh, I'm thin, so I probably gotta eat more. But anything more than a basic idea of what you should do is nonsense. You'll have to customize and find out what works right for you. And this will change over time. As you get leaner and more muscular, you'll definitely be able to handle more carbs and just eat more in general without getting fat. Why did I use the term endomorph in one of my previous videos? The simple answer is that while it's an erroneous term to describe fat people in general, it is also synonymous with describing overweight individuals. And as soon as I say endomorph, people automatically have a mental connection with that word. I think there's a lot of popular fitness terms that are wrong. I mean, running is not the only form of cardiovascular work. Yet when someone says, I'm going to do cardio, they really mean they're going to run. I always want to explain these concepts in as simple terms as possible. So if I say endomorph instead of a person that naturally has poor insulin sensitivity, a predisposition towards gaining adipose tissue, and a mediocre muscle fiber composition, I'd have most people telling me, yo, Chef Buff, quit speaking Greek to me already. Remember, there are way too many variables that go into determining your body to automatically assume you're one specific type. You can't neatly categorize yourself into a label. You might start off life as an endomorph, turn into an ectomorph, and then eventually become a mesomorph. And if you're lucky, maybe an endomorph. The key point of this video is that body types can be inaccurate. And they can be misleading for most people because they'll have them believe that perhaps they didn't win the genetic lottery and they can't achieve the body that they want. Which is bullshit. Everybody can achieve the body they want. As I always say, train hard, with intensity, stay focused, eat clean, and over time, you will have an excellent body. That's all there is to it. Guys, that is the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Well, my ectomesoplasmic friend, I will be seeing you in the next video. Yo, Chef Buff, you said endomorph? That's bro science. We all know bodies respond best to blood types. I'm DC positive.